Hi everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Thank you. My name is Jennifer. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I have an interesting topic I would like to talk about, and that is how do you deal with our emotions. Now, emotions is something that we talk about, but we don't really, we experience, but we don't know the depths of it. Where does it come from? How can we handle, how can I, actually be able to master my emotions? And one of the things that I've realized over a period of time is that emotion is the reaction that we feel. It could be sadness, it could be joy, it could be excited. It's a sort of emotion. But then you ask yourself, why do I feel happy? And the next minute I'm feeling sad. Like the shift of emotion. What causes me to feel sad? Many times we have different triggers. You could have a trigger, maybe there's a certain person that you talk to and suddenly your emotions change. And then there are certain people you talk to and suddenly your emotion also change. I have friends of mine, when I'm talking to them, I am happy. We laugh, we joke, we crack, we be serious, but it's like there's some energy around them. We both give the same energy, and it's such a good place to be with. I love being around them because they fill me up. They make me sort of feel amazing. And then there are people that you don't even want to be with, even for 2 seconds, because they somehow they drain you. And so for me, I go to master my triggers. Who are my triggers? What are the places I go to that trigger me? The other example I can give is like social media. I didn't know this, but eventually I got to realize that, social media is my trigger as well. Like negatively, not in a positive way. It does entertain me. I love being on social media, but at the same time, it has some sort of energy that you must be aware of. I would feel some sense of lowness when I'm on social. Sometimes I could be so happy, then I go on social media, I feel so low. And I'm like, what kind of energy is this? It's because I was reading or watching people's lives and people's highlights, and I'm like, yo God, like when will that happen for me? Like, you start to compare your life with someone else, not knowing that it's going to reflect or affect your emotion. And so I did that for a long time until I got to realize, I have to be very mindful. So now when I'm consciously scrolling, I am very mindful of it, and I don't do it to an extent where it's going to cause me pain. So I avoid certain things, like, and intentionally, because I know that I may feel a certain way. So in a way, how you can master your emotion is knowing your triggers. What are your triggers? What triggers you to feel a certain emotion? What makes you feel like that? Once you're aware about it, then you know how to avoid it. But if you're not aware about it, you will always find yourself in the same boat, in the same situation, and you feel sad, and you're like, but why, And so it's important. So I realize that how I can master my emotion is knowing my triggers and avoiding them, or try to find ways to ways to sort of, what's the word? What's the English word? But sort of avoid it. And then also talking about your emotion. First of all, we don't like to acknowledge, right? Sometimes we don't like to acknowledge our emotions. And I personally have something I do, self-talk. I talk to myself a lot, which is, you might find me thinking, is she okay? Yeah, but I do. I've always been like this, and sort of I like it because I process my emotion. So when I'm sad, I will ask myself, why am I sad? And then I process it. So that is a way of identifying, but also processing it. In a way, it helps me to master. So when I'm with people, or when I have to confront someone, or when I have to talk about something that hurt me, I already know what I'm going to say, because more or less I have processed the emotion. I know how to articulate it because I've already processed it. So it's good to master, identify, master, process, and learn to avoid. or handle or manage your emotion. It could be happiness, could be sadness. You could be extremely happy in a place where you don't have to be, or you're in any environment like a bank, you get good news, you can't start screaming on top of your lungs, or a church or whatever. So mastering on how to manage your emotion is very, very important. So those are the things I thought I'll talk about emotion, because emotion is something that affects us on a day-to-day, but also sometimes we do not know how to handle that effect. I hope you get inspired, and if you do, leave me a like and share, inbox, put in a message or ways you master your own emotions. Let's share, let's keep it rolling, and thank you so much. Bye, take care, stay blessed.